We all like to engage in a bit of people watching, sitting at the back of a cafe and watching the world go by. But for a visiting US designer, that's very much part of her job. Jane Fulton-Suri works for IDEO, a Californian company that's pioneered a new approach to industrial design. When it comes to designing a new product or making changes to an environment, Jane doesn't rely on questionnaires or surveys. In fact, she doesn't need to know what you say, it's what you do that reveals so much more. She explained all to Claire Sylvester.
It's almost as if Jane Fulton-Suri is on a scientific expedition, watching a curious species, how it behaves, and using her observations to improve the things humans use and the environments we live in.
I'm just intrinsically intrigued by people, and so yes, a piece of the job sometimes is tagging along with people as they go about their daily business.
Which gave her plenty to do at Auckland's Britomart train station. One of Jane's projects found her spending hours shadowing shoppers at supermarkets. On another, her team travelled around the world to watch people clean their bathrooms. She's fascinated by the everyday human activity going on around her, focusing on design details most of us never think about.
You see these brushes here? These are designed especially so that you get some kind of warning before you touch the edge. There were some terrible things happening where people were getting their shoes and feet stuck in the gap. Part of what I am trying to do, I guess, in my work is a little bit look at the world like a child, look afresh, look for the first time at things that we see, and be a little bit amazed and curious, because that starts to raise questions about what are they really doing, and fundamental questions like, why is it like that? Does it have to be like that? Could we think about it differently?
Her clients may want to improve an environment, like a train station, revamp a product, or discover a new market. Most companies would ask their customers what would make life better, but Jane says it's the things we don't say and the things we do that are far more revealing.
It's not every day that people are asked to do daily tasks with somebody standing there, maybe with a camera watching. But pretty soon people relax and then get into narrating a little bit about why they do this, why they roll up the cloth this way, or look, this is my special way of cleaning the shower. And what at the time was a fairly radical invention was to create this cleaning tool that was directly inspired by an observation of some of the ways that people are adapting tools that already exist.
When Jane looks at a stroller, she sees a family meeting point and a way for children to learn about the world.
We actually did work on a stroller where one of the really nice one of these things where you get two advantages in one was to simply raise the seat of the stroller height so that there's more storage room underneath, but also enables children to talk with one another and their siblings, their toddler siblings, more easily eye to eye, instead of people having to squat down or bend down to keep in communication with them.
Another project discovered a whole new market for bike companies.
What prompted that was asking people to show us around their homes and noticing that pretty much everybody has a bicycle. It may not be in working order, it may be stuffed away under a mattress in the garage someplace, but it represents for them some time gone by when they loved riding a bike. And that spawned a whole new way of thinking about, here's an underserved population of people who'd love to ride bikes, but they're not into the athleticism of it. They want something much more simple, wind through the hair, riding down nice little safe routes. And that's been taken off as a new